So it's been another slow day at the Johnson house. We went to church this morning, which was really great. We checked out Cross and Crown, which is a church about 3 miles away. I really like it, and Cody likes it too for a Lutheran church, so I'm ecstatic, and I'm really hoping that that's the one we keep going to right now. We are going to try one other one. I don't remember the name of it, but it's an LCMS church instead of an ECLA. It's actually one that one of Cody's coworkers and his wife are going to, and we know that there is another Valpo student going there. So the pools for the LCMS church is that there are people that we know and people in like our age group, which is a little important. But so far we really liked the ECLA group. The pastor was great. It was a decent sized congregation, a lot of kids, which is always a good sign for me. Their youth group is very active. So that's really exciting, and I'm really hoping that, we find a good church home soon, because that one especially, I haven't really looked at the other one, but that one seems to have a lot of good opportunities for me to get involved. So Cody went for a run, so I'm just at home with Griffin cleaning. A little update on Griffin. So she got spayed on Tuesday, and they said, keep an eye on like eating habits and such. And I did, and she wasn't eating a whole lot, but I kind of chalked that up to the surgery. But I hadn't refilled her bowl in like 2 days. So I gave the vet a call. We went in on yesterday, to make sure that everything was okay. It turned out she had a fever and was very dehydrated. The vet pumped her up with a bunch of water to help with the dehydration and to keep her body temperature a little more stable and kind of cool her off. She also gave Griffin some, I think one of the shots was to fill her stomach up a little bit, but then another one was to help because it could possibly be a certain virus. So had that done. I have medicine I've been giving her twice daily. I think she seems to be getting better already. She is nibbling at her food. She's not eating all of it, but her energy is way back up and she's a lot happier and moving, and so that's very encouraging. And you heard our dog update. We put down a deposit for our Corgi on Saturday, so yesterday. So we're gonna go and get him this Saturday, the 18th. So in a week, we're gonna have a new member to our family, and we're both very excited. It was a good opportunity that came up, because Corgi prices are surprisingly really high. And of course, that's partially through breeders, partially not. But this one popped up and we talked about it and we decided that we could do it. So we're very excited. And I actually got a book because I've never raised a dog on my own before. So I got a book and I've been reading that, just full of puppy training tips and tricks, and we're getting very excited. I'm going to spend a lot of this week kind of prepping the house, getting ready for that, as well as job hunting. So hopefully this week goes smooth. But that's him. That's our little boy. He's going to be coming home on Saturday. I think right now the most likely name is Lancelot. I know Tyrion was thrown out, but I'm not sure if we'll be going with that one. But we're very excited, and I know Cody doesn't really want to name him until we've had him around and have a better idea of his personality. So, but we're excited to bring him home. And I don't think Griffin's very aware that she's actually getting a little brother. So, we'll see how she does. Cody and I both think there's going to be a lot of bapping, but she's a big girl, and she has a lot of places that she can hide to get away from a puppy. And corgis don't get much bigger than her, so we should be good. Alright, so Cody has his list of potential names that may or may not stay. Go.
So there's Bomber, Bombadil, Lancelot, Vash, Alphonse, Armstrong, with Major next to it, Hrolf, and Pippin.
Bombadil and Lancelot are still my favorite. Pippin is up there.
Pippin's a little too on the nose, I feel like.
Also, Anthony and Christina just named their dog Pippin.
No, they stole it.
We still have Bombadil.
We could name it Fatty and see if anyone gets the reference to Lord of the Fellowship of the Ring. I don't think anyone remembers Fatty Bulger.
Oh, I don't think so.
No. Or Buffin.
Are you seriously adding Buffin now?
I kind of like Buffin.
No, Bombadil.
Okay, so what about Alphonse?
I don't like it as much as Bombadil.
Vash? For a tiny little dog, it's kind of funny. He could be the Stampede.
I don't like it as much as Bombadil.
You don't watch Trigun, do you?
No.
The middle, like, Vash, Alphonse, and Armstrong are all references to anime.
I'm aware of this.
Okay. At least I didn't put Ein, but that's once again a little bit played for corgi names on account of Cowboy Bebop.
Gryffindor is like we went nerdy with Gryffindor.
Yeah, I mean I kind of want to match that.
I was gonna say I feel like going nerdy in the sense like that's why I like the Lord of the Rings names.
Hrolf is actually kind of fun. It's the wrong area. That's a Viking name. When I did Viking stuff in fine arts in high school, I read it's like a saga of Hrolf Kraki.
You know, ever since you have said Bombadil.
Yeah, I know, you're kind of stuck on that now. See, this is why we're thinking of names, because you were all for Lancelot, and now I like Bombadil better than Lancelot.
I like Bombadil better than Lancelot. But Bombadil also goes with our nerd name theme.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, so does Lancelot to an extent. Like, he's a medieval fictional character.
Not to the extent Bombadil is.
But, you know, there's other stuff to draw from. We can name him Ender.
It's not fantasy, though.
That is. Sci-fi.
Sci-fi isn't fantasy.
It's similar.
I'm not gonna let you name the dog, Picard.
Ooh.
No.
Can we name him Data?
No.
We can name him Data the dog robot.
No.
Or Android. I'm an Android. Is that what I said? I can't remember. I'm trying to. I'll think of other names. That's what I'll do at work. Because I'm listening to Lord of the Rings and we're watching Lord of the Rings. Gimli would also be a good name.
I'd be okay with Gimli.
Or we could go, like, more...
But, see, I feel like Bombadil is less obvious.
It's less obvious, that's what I like about it, but we could do that with dwarf names, because we could name him, like, Gloin.
We could also look at Hobbit last names.
Yeah, that's what, Buffin is. It's a Hobbit last name. They're relations.
Well, see, I was thinking, like Underhill or something.
That's not a good first name though. That's the problem with last names is they don't roll off the tongue real well sometimes.
That's true.
Like imagine being like Underhill, come here. It's weird.
Bombadil.
Bombadil's good. See, Bombadil's that'd be a good name.
Yeah.
We could call him Bob for short. My dad would love it.
That's really funny.